Miss Hake, and we are doing some board literacy and our review of our letters. Today is the letter R. So if you say ah, and then you finish off with a ah, and you put your tongue to the top of your mouth, and then you close your mouth, you get a good R sound. R. You got it. R. Hard to do sometimes. So we're going to learn our poem with some R sounds. Robert's rabbit rests by the tree for all of the people to see. How many R's do you hear? Let's talk about the beginning sounds. Robert's. Does that have a beginning R? Rabbit. Rest. By the tree. Wait a minute. There's an R in there, but it's not at the beginning. Where does it land? Tree. In the middle. You got it. For. Ooh. There's an R in there, but it's not at the beginning. It's at the end. You got it. All of the people to see. So make sure you duplicate this rhyming poem and have the little learner circle the R's and practice it. So there's two rhyming words, tree and see. So I'm going to pause and see if you can remember them. Ready? Robert's rabbit rests by the tree for all of the people to... Did you say see? Okay. Now I'm going to take out tree and see if you can get it. Robert's rabbit rests by the... For all of the people to... You did it. All right. Keep practicing your R's. All right. Now we're going to look at some word families. Some of these word families we've already done. So, ib. We're going to start the ib word family. So, rib. Has anybody ever eaten ribs before? We have ribs on us, don't we? Yeah. Now, this is the ip word family. Ip. I need lessons on how to hold my cards. All right. Rip. Drip. Trip. Rip. Drip. Trip. So this is the ip ending, the ip word family. Now we've seen these word families before over here. The an ending. An. Maybe look at your word family board and see if you can put ran where it's supposed to be. App. App. At. At. Well, I know we've done that ending before, that word family at. Id. I think we just did that with the D's. Id. Red. And add. Rad. So you're going to take a look and you're going to find the word families that already exist. And maybe with help, you can reproduce the word and put them where it's supposed to be. Do you remember using the an ending anywhere? I kind of remember. What about the at ending? I think we read the word at. It might be over there. All right, so the second part of our lesson is going to be listening to the story about a rabbit that has a loose tooth. Little rabbit's loose tooth. Has anybody ever had a loose tooth before? Has anybody ever lost a tooth? What happens when you lose a tooth? How does it feel? Do you get another tooth? This would be a great conversation starter to talk about brushing our teeth, oral hygiene, what happens when we lose a tooth, and then after the story, the read aloud, you can tell me, draw a picture of your experience losing a tooth and what might have happened. But we can also going to draw a rabbit using 2D shapes. So you're going to get a pencil. It's very important we have a pencil today because there's going to be one part that we have to erase. We're going to draw a rabbit kind of looking away from us. We're going to use 2D shapes for that. So you're going to get a piece of paper and you're going to put it this way. Not this way, but this way. Very cool. And you're going to follow along. So you might have to pause me, and that's okay. So the rabbit, we're going to be looking at the back of the rabbit. So what you need to do first is you need to make one big circle for the rabbit's body. Do your best. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then you're going to create a little circle for its little cottontail. Now this is why we need an eraser, because when we go to color, we're going to get rid of this line right here. And so it looks like the tail is attached to the bum. Then you're going to draw the rabbit's head. So it's a medium-sized circle. You see that? Yeah. And then again, you have an overlap, which you can erase. And then we need 2 ears. It's almost like 2 ovals. Yeah. Beautiful. And then you can erase the overlap. And now you have a rabbit looking away from you. And you can practice printing the name rabbit, or you can give your rabbit its own name. And I wonder what they're looking at. Maybe you can think of a story about what your rabbit's looking at. So that's a fun little way to create a rabbit out of 2D shapes today. I think I'm going to name my rabbit Rory, because there's a lot of R's in Rory. And I think that he's looking at something coming towards him with a bunch of carrots. So I think on the other side of his face, he's really, really happy. Okay, you decide, and then you can color in your rabbit and make up a little story about why your rabbit is just sitting there looking. All right, have a beautiful time, and I will see you soon.